So I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching this right now are already familiar with Velma and what is happening with that particular show. It's a show that just recently launched. They launched 2 episodes, and it's been under attack by the internet. Everyone seems to be hating on this show, and they're hating on it for numerous reasons. They're hating on it because of the character direction. They're hating on it because of what is perceived as pretty much a copycat move if you look at what they're trying to do with both Velma and Daphne. Now, we've seen, girl on girl action in another HBO Max series, and that is Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn, the way they did that particular, relationship between Poison Ivy and Harley Quinn was, they let it build up over the course of episodes and the course of the seasons, planting little seeds here and there. With Velma, they just outright just revealed there might be a potential relationship between Daphne and Velma in the second episode. Now, I'll tell you right now, I'm not necessarily upset that they did that. It just seems as if this show is moving far too fast for its own good. We are not perceiving it the way that I assume that they thought we would perceive this Velma series. And I know a lot of people have asked me, how do I feel about it? And I posted a video previously about, my thoughts on Velma and how I feel, just based on the first 2 episodes that we've gotten. Now, there is potential for this show to improve. Will it improve? I don't know. I mean, I'll tell you right now, again, I'm not upset about, the whole race swapping thing. The only thing I am upset about is the fact that they didn't contact your boy in order to do Shaggy. Shout out to is it Sam Richardson? I believe he's the voice of Shaggy. But come on, man, you should have gotten me. I've been doing the Shaggy voice for years. I've been singing like him. I've been rapping. I've been doing everything as Shaggy. And yet you never even contacted your boy. When Mindy Kaling hit y'all up and said, yo, I want to make Shaggy black. We're going to call him Norval Rogers, which is obviously, we all know that that's his real name. That's his government name. You didn't decide to, reach out to an influencer who's devoted his freaking life on YouTube to Shaggy. That's the part that pisses me off. I've been doing this for so long, man. But then again, this isn't this video isn't necessarily about, my personal feelings and thoughts about the casting of Shaggy, a.k.a. Norville Rogers. It's more so criticism on the Velma series. Now, I definitely want to give this show a chance. I want to give it a chance to grow on us as, an animation watcher. Someone that watches animation. But there was news that was reported earlier today, which is kind of shocking news. I went to comicbook.com, and they posted something, y'all. They said Velma Season 2 is reportedly in the works despite fan backlash. Now, you can forget about the fan backlash. Who cares? The majority of people out there may not like it. The critics may not like it. But what matters is it putting dollars in the pockets of those at HBO Max, Warner Brothers Discovery? Are they making money off of this show? Are they making a profit from production? That's what matters the most. As far as whether or not we hate it, it doesn't really matter. No one cares about how the consumers feel. You would think you would put the consumers first, the audience first, the fan base first, but that's not always the case with these types of shows and with these big companies. They don't necessarily really care about the small man and the person that's consuming it. They care about the money. Now, going back to this report, it says news of Season 2 came to light this week when the Entertainment Identifier Registry, or EIDR, updated its entries. And in the entries, this is what it says. The catalog now lists Velma Season 2 as in the works under HBO Max and Warner Brothers. The entry goes on to suggest Season 2 will consist of 11 episodes, but other than that, there's few details. Now, I'll tell you right now, that's cool. But what are they basing this on? Because we know that, Mindy Kaling, the creator of the show, also, she's the voice actor for the titular character, Velma. I know she posted that Velma had the best opening for an animated show on HBO Max, which is cool. But the reason, I'll tell you right now, the reason it had such a good opening was because fans wanted to see what the show was all about. It was hyped up for so long. We wanted to know what were we getting? What was in store for this show? And then, of course, there was a lot of fan backlash, a lot of negative reviews for it, a lot of negative fan reviews for the show. And so, as such, a lot of consumers were just like, I want to see what is everyone complaining about? Is it really as bad as everyone's saying it is? Watching it, you see just how bad it is. At least, again, this is based solely on the first 2 episodes. First off, I'll tell you guys this right now, because I know a lot of people are probably going to be, the internet's going to be so upset and uproar finding out that they greenlit a season 2 for Velma. They're going to be upset, yes, and I understand why they would be upset. But we are solely basing this on the first 2 episodes of Velma that were released. We're solely basing it on that. We really, as a society, as people that consume this type of content on a regular basis, we should probably just let's give this show a shot. There's still more episodes left in this particular season. It may redeem itself. It is possible for this series to redeem itself as time progresses. You never know. Maybe the whole relationship that they're building up between Daphne and Velma, maybe that won't end up as it might have just been just like they just kiss. And it doesn't necessarily mean anything, and it doesn't have any lasting implications or impact on the overall story arc. Because keep in mind, from what we know, anyways, Daphne was dating Fred. Fred is currently in prison right now, and I'm assuming it's adult prison because he's wearing the orange getup that criminals wear, and he was bunking with the dude who looks like a grown-ass man. That's kind of weird. This is a teenager, and you're putting him in adult prison, but that is something that has happened in reality anyway. So, but I feel like there's a lot to unpack with what we saw, and of course we have Norville, aka Shaggy, who's pining for Velma. He has feelings for her, and of course he's not feeling too hot about what he saw. He saw Velma and Daphne making out. He's not feeling too hot about that, even though he probably thought it was hot, but he's not feeling too hot. He's heated right now, as a matter of fact, because he's losing the girl that he expressed his love for. He's losing her to her best friend, her former best friend, and her former best friend is dating Fred, who's currently in prison. So I feel like there's a lot to unpack here, and I think we all have just been very quick to judge, including myself. I definitely judged this show very quickly because, what I saw was not funny. I was not impressed with what I saw those first 2 episodes. But I'll tell you this: I am going to give it a shot, give it more of a chance as the season progresses. But the fact that there's going to be a second season, or at least that's according to the Entertainment Identifier Registry. I feel like it's just far too soon for something like this. But then again, if you look at shows like Netflix's Inside Job, that was canceled. There was a second season announced for Inside Job, and then they canceled Inside Job. So we're not getting a second season. Netflix decided to retract it. So we don't know if work has actually begun on season 2. We don't know if it's currently in production. Season 2. We just know that it's going to consist of 11 episodes. That's all we know. We don't know if it's truly going to be greenlit, because I'll tell you what's gonna indicate whether or not it is greenlit and production does begin is how the rest of this particular season plays out. Because right now, the first 2 episodes were dropped. Obviously, the ratings were high. They were through the roof for Velma, but as time progresses, there's probably, I'm just predicting this, it's probably going to be a slow decline in the ratings. I don't think this show has what it takes to be the next Harley Quinn. With what we saw in episode 2, obviously they're hoping to do exactly what Harley Quinn did, but I don't think it's actually going to happen. As a matter of fact, so in my last video, someone said it best. What they said was, this is from The Spectrum. And the Spectrum said, it's like HBO Max saw the Harley Quinn series, give us Harley and Ivy, and was like, yes, that, but with Scooby-Doo's characters. Never pander, never force, because then you look desperate. And I'll tell you right now, it did seem very forced. It seemed very forced. It seemed very pandering to a certain group of people, of society, with with what we witnessed with them trying to force Daphne and Velma together. But again, there's probably more implications to be revealed as the season progresses. So like right now, it's more so us as a society. We're just making a snap decision. We a snap judgment, I should say, a snap judgment based upon what we saw in the second episode as well as in the first episode. We might be judging it way too soon, but I think if we give this show a little bit more breathing room, we might come around. I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like if you don't blow the audience out of the water with the first couple of episodes, then you're gonna with your premiere, you're gonna lose them. I mean, and I think it's undeniable, especially looking at that Rotten Tomatoes critics rating. It's undeniable that people just aren't feeling this show. The writing really isn't clever at all. The writing isn't clever. Shout out to the writers though of Velma. I don't want them hating me because I don't think the writing is clever. But I mean, come on now, y'all in that writing room. Y'all know what y'all writing. Come on now, the damn episode of season 1 of Velma, the first episode started off with 2 cockroaches getting it on, man. Did we really need to see 2 cockroaches having sex? Who wants to see cockroaches having sex, man? I don't even know if they were having sex because I don't even know if cockroaches have a genitalia. I don't know. Do cockroaches have genitalia? I don't know. You tell me. But y'all decided to start it with 2 cockroaches doing what cockroaches presumably do in the dark. They don't do that type of stuff in the light because if they did, you smash them, they dead. Just humping each other. Look, that's how they started it. That's how they started it. They kind of set the tone of what to expect from this version of a Scooby-Doo show. But you know what? Like I said, I will be here to kind of just see how it progresses. And honestly, I hope it improves. But I really want to know what you all think about Velma so far. And because of that, I'm going to be live streaming later on this week where you all can call in. I want to talk to y'all. I want to talk to the people that are watching this particular video. So if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe so you can get notified when I do go live, because I will be going live on a weekly basis, getting your opinions, not just on this, but on other animated shows, on other television shows, on movies, and we're just gonna talk. And I wanna talk to the people because I feel like there's not necessarily a platform for people out there, for fans, to actually talk about this openly. Of course, you can go on Twitter, you can go on other social media platforms and talk about it. You can even comment in the comment section down below. But I want to hear your voice. I want y'all to talk to me, and I want there to be a place for people to kind of just like talk about these things. And I'm really excited to live stream right here in my studio with y'all calling in, and we get to talk about Velma, because I know some of y'all got some strong ass opinions, and like I want to hear it, man. Like I want to know why you think I should have been cast as Shaggy. I already know why I should have been cast as Shaggy. I already know. And I already know why I wasn't. Mindy Kaling don't know who the hell I am. You think she watches my videos here on YouTube? I'll tell you who do know who I am. It's the people at Cartoon Network. Shout out to the good folks at Cartoon Network. I know they know who I am because I've been contacted by them previously. They're very well aware of my music. Like, and of me doing these voices, man. They're very aware of my content here. Because, I mean, you can look at my back catalog. I've done a ton of songs about some of the characters that they have on their network that were on their network. So they're aware of who I am. But anyways, like I said, I'm going to live stream very soon. Look out. Turn on notifications for this channel. I'm going to live stream. I'm going to try to set like a thing up so that you guys can be notified as to when I do go live. So we can come here, talk about it. We can also look at some of the videos from some clips from some of the animated series as well, and we can just critique it together. I'm very curious to know what your thoughts are. Anyways, I'll see you all in the comment section. I'll be down there. So leave your comments right now about how you feel about this show and the progression of the show. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.